Hello there, I'm Natalie, welcome back. Today I wanted to do my evening routine, but specifically my anti-burnout routine. I'm somebody who's really big on resets, and I have created and perfected this routine. This video is honestly for the person that has a hard time shutting off their brain, their work. So this video is pretty much my practical, easy ways that I disconnect. I was inspired by Annika to do this video. I absolutely loved her video. So it is currently 5:18, and step number one is we need an environment change. Specifically for somebody that works from home, I've realized I've needed a transition that tells my brain, hey, we're going from work mode to unwinding mode. And I like to call these brain breaks. I think the silly thing is this is actually my house, but I physically have to clock out, sign out as if I'm heading somewhere, which I am. In order to break the burnout cycle, it's important to observe and also identify your burnout events and how you actually recover from them. I'm actually gonna reflect on the 6 most important categories in my life and also just new habits that I wanna bring into this month. And I'm gonna have a little fun tea with it. This particular exercise that I want you to do is your ideal day, okay? So what would your ideal day look like? Like literally envision it from the T. What time are you waking up at? What are you doing? What are the first habits that you are gravitating towards? You need to envision what your ideal day would look like if you are recovering from burnout. I am such a huge journal. I love sitting down with myself. I love talking to myself. It's like the best form of therapy. For example, for me, I like to break down my best me routine, if you will, is what I like to call it. What are the habits I'm doing in the morning, and then what are my evening routine habits? I've literally been doing this for years, and this has been the one like pivotal habit switch in my life because it allows you to put on paper what you actually want to be doing. Say I want to wake up at 7:30 a.m. every day. Okay, cool. I don't want to go on social media till 10 a.m. Perfect. In an ideal situation, what would you be doing on the weekend? Like you're not wasting your evenings doom scrolling or literally just being stuck in this 9 to 5 hamster wheel. So really the idea here is to just get as crystal clear on the visions of the days that you want to have to avoid the burnout days that you don't want to have. A little tip that I have is if you don't know where to even start, just start by listing your current routine and audit it. Okay, so look at it and be like, you know what? I don't really love that. Yeah, I am doom scrolling first thing in the morning. I don't love that. It kind of just doesn't set the tone. It's really crazy to me that just a simple little system like this, it's almost a domino effect of your life. I really loved it. I stand by this. I currently do this in the Best Me journal. You can literally do this in any sort of page. It just looks like this, where you have your morning, your evening, you track it daily, and then you celebrate all the little wins. Also at the beginning of every month, I like to go in and write out my intentions for my month. So I'm just gonna review this really quickly. And while I do this, I like to make a little ritual out of it. I like to drink some tea. And recently I've actually been replacing a lot of my sweet drinks. So I'm trying to lower my sugar intake. These are our fruit infused teas, and they also just curb the cravings. Why does putting some jazz music always feel so elegant and whimsical? It's like so cute. I love it. What I have found is that a lot of the responses for fixing burnout are like, okay, just get more sleep or just like relax more. But I want to introduce you to a little bit less basic techniques, specifically when you have no energy, you're exhausted, and you just don't want to do anything. My next tip is to have one feel-good activity in the afternoon. Now, it doesn't have to be one. I feel like that sounds very, you could have multiple if you wish, right? But I'm gonna do one feel-good activity. Usually that's what I have time for. Here's the challenge. I want you to pick one activity that you've been putting off, but that you can only do for 10 minutes. Because let's be honest, usually when you're burnt out, you have zero energy for anything. Let's say you've been wanting to get back into reading, or you just want to be able to get back into exercising, going outside, whatever that might be, getting off your phone. I recommend setting a timer for literally just 10 minutes. What this is going to do is this is going to retrain you, one, to trust yourself to do the thing. Soon enough, you'll build repetition that will build into confidence for yourself, and it basically solidifies for yourself that, hey, I'm actually capable of sitting down for 10 minutes and reading. Or for example, what I'm gonna do right now, I've been meaning to go into the garden and get some cute little new flowers. These are old, stinky. This is something that, one, is gonna make me feel good. Two, I've been meaning to do for a while. I'm gonna set a timer for 10 minutes. That's it. request specifically on TikTok for you guys to see my garden. It's not at her prettiest state. Prettiest was definitely spring. I'm very excited to go out there. I have so much cleaning to do. It's actually, like, I'm scared. Little mice, I've seen bunnies, I've seen snakes, frogs, of course lizards. There's a whole ecosystem out there. Next spring, I will definitely show you guys my garden, but here are some pictures of the garden during spring. She was beautiful, blooming with roses and sunflowers and like literally rose bushes. Like I've never in my life had rose bushes. Okay, she could be prettier, but this is all I have time for. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on movement. I sit for most of the day. Everything snaps. Look at this. Ready? Look at this. Watch the hips. Wait. Do you hear that? What's going on here? So yeah, I need a little bit of movement. I tend to work out in the mornings, but I missed my workout this morning because I went to go watch Freakier Friday last night with my man, and it was so good. It was so good. What I've recently been loving is I am allowing myself to scroll on the treadmill. That's about it. Because I find myself just getting a little bit out of control whenever I'm scrolling like in bed. Nobody can stop me. But on the treadmill, I'm almost like distracted. I'm gonna also rewatch the Summer I Turned Pretty's latest episode with Mr. Conrad. The gym was great. Anytime you feel like not going, just go. Just discipline yourself. Felt good. And now we're about to have some dinner. Let's do it. Liz and I have been doing something, which is we have been meal prepping like the essentials, and we simplified our food. So we basically always have on hand chicken, beef, shrimp, maybe, and then all the essentials, which are quinoa, couscous, and eggs, lots of eggs. I'm gonna make a salad today with chicken.
Hey,
what?
I don't want chicken salad.
You want what, rice salad?
I just want rice and salad and the chicken.
Okay, how's that?
Okay, give me my portion.
All right. There's not enough, sir.
We're gonna have to heat
What are
up
we gonna
bear.
eat?
In order to babysit the dogs, now they're required.
I want that.
Publix tomorrow, just for them. My wife did not say anything about rice.
Okay, it is time to set the mood. So what does that exactly mean? We are doing closing shift. Closing shift, my favorite shift. Basically what it is we're gonna turn down the lights. We're gonna really create a nice aroma. You could put some jazz music. You could spritz a little bit of, I don't know, you could put a candle, a little essential oil, anything that makes your brain say, hey, we're gonna unwind, we're gonna relax. And I will tell you right now, my dad made me so paranoid of this, but I always feel like people are watching me, especially when there's a light inside. So let me close that real quick because I'm very paranoid. Okay, Google, turn on bedroom lights. They're the pretty PJs of the night. There is one thing in life I love collecting is pajamas. This is just one drawer, baby. You got no idea. For PJs, and I'm a sucker for robes. I can't wait for this. See, this is the part. You want to make yourself happy, excited, all this stuff. I purchased a new Dr. Teal's. This is the, what is this one? I've never tried this one. This is the lemon balm. I'm just excited. I also personally find that the best way for me to unwind is no strong lighting. So as much as I can create little moments, lights like this, or like my Smisky lights, or all of those little just accents, it's so nice. I do think I have to invest a little bit more into like my bath time. So if you guys have any recommendations on things that can make the bath experience a lot more luxurious, I would really appreciate it. You know what else is super calming to me? ASMR, but like my own ASMR. Like I like to give the ambience ASMR, if that makes sense. Tomorrow is hair wash day, girl. It is time to wash thy hair. Wow. Like I wish you could smell it. Oh my gosh. It smells like a farmer's market. I don't know how else to put it. She smells so elegant. I love citrus. These are my two favorite things. Almond oil and this leg wash, the thing I bought off Amazon. It just feels like a whole massage. It's beautiful. These are the gym clothes for tomorrow morning. I feel so relaxed right now, you have no idea. Like so relaxed. This next thing we're about to do is one of my least favorite things, I'll admit, but it is so necessary for me to fully unwind. And that is putting my phone to sleep. I go to sleep, baby goes to sleep. I've been working on going offline. I don't allow myself to get online before 10 a.m. and after 10 p.m. I'm completely offline. Recently, I've actually been doing it a little bit earlier, so it's 9:30. I also like to swipe out of everything just to have a nice clean slate and tomorrow to not be immediately told what to look at. You know what I mean? I like to kind of start everything slow. I'm gonna set my alarm. If you can't fully clean everything, at least organize the mess. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like because it takes little time, but it creates so much mental space and clarity. Right now, this looks like this. This is laundry. This is things that need to be put away, but am I gonna really put this away? Not really, okay? But what can I do? I can at least organize the mess. Ideas just make things look a little bit neater without having to go all in. As you see, I didn't really do much, but it already makes me feel so much better. If you have 5 minutes to organize your house and like you have your in-laws coming over, but everything is a mess, put the mess away in an organized way. So if all the dishes are around, pile them all into one little segment. If you have a bunch of clothes laying out somewhere, just like put it in one bin. I'm gonna take literally like 10 minutes to clean up the kitchen. I love waking up to a nice, clean, organized space. If you wanna unwind for the next day too, is just make sure that you put away your dishes. If you have a dishwasher and you're able to put away the dishes, wash them overnight, you'll wake up with beautiful, nice dishes. Seems very self-explanatory, but it took me a long time to just do that. And then it really is just like the little things. A beautiful cup for your tea, a sweet aroma. Usually I'll do our sleepy blend because I love a nice smooth like coconut taste, but tonight I'm feeling peppermint. Makes your breath smell really good too. I'm gonna do some braids. Tomorrow is Friday, so it is the last greasy hair day. Let's put her in 2 braids and tomorrow she's gonna look fabulous. That makes me feel calmer about tomorrow. Like I don't have to worry about my hair. It's the little things. Tell me if these sort of darker scenes bother you guys. I personally just hate light. I just like a mellow environment. All right, nighttime supplies, here we go. Here's the stack. Am I even a girl if I don't have 2 drinks by my bed and multiple different things to get into? My journal, per usual, nothing special other than Love her. Book I'm currently reading. This has been amazing, specifically because sometimes I like to wake up early and just read. And Dennis is sleeping. And even just at night, it's like not so harsh on the eyes. And then every single night, what I like to do to make sure that I'm prepared for the next day, it creates a good mental space for myself, is to plan the next day. I just like to use the today page right here. And I like to plan my day by the hour, what time I'm going to wake up at, what time I'm going to go to the gym, what is happening. I do put a lot of this on my Notion, so I do need my phone for this. Tomorrow is August 15th. Oh my god, already? That's crazy. Even though digital is the way for a lot of people, I still find it very, very helpful to be more of an analog girl, write things down. It just helps, it calms me down. It helps really solidify things for me. And I feel like just seeing it on paper makes me feel a lot more proactive about it. Officially planned my day for tomorrow. I'm feeling nice and prepped. And now it is time to get into reading. This year alone, I have read Animal Farm, 1984, The Summer I Turned Pretty by a Thread, Not You Without Summer, and what's the other one? The other one, The Summer I Turned Pretty series. I have read 6 books. That is not bad. That is not bad for somebody who stopped reading a long time ago and honestly felt like I couldn't breathe. I couldn't read anymore because I was constantly so overstimulated, and just I would sit down and be like, I'm so bored. And I think a lot of us think that we can't read anymore. One, because anyways, I know that a lot of us think that we can no longer read anymore because either one, we don't have the attention span for it, or two, we don't have the time. I really believe that it's a mindset thing. I was the kind of person that I couldn't even finish a paragraph. It took a little bit of time to like detox or just set certain boundaries and rules, which it feels very like you're a parent to yourself, but sometimes you have to be. Sometimes you have to discipline yourself. These apps are built to keep you on. I think one, just understanding that that's not the way that life is meant to be lived, and then also two, that you are capable of doing hard things. But when you think about it, it truly is just so simple. One, all you have to do is put your phone away, set it aside, and then two, you can set really small goals for yourself. I really started with just reading 10 minutes, and I think having a time was very helpful for me because sometimes when it was 10 pages, like that could take me a very long time. Like I'd start reading and then I'd get distracted. I start reading and then I get distracted. I was like, oh my god, this is so frustrating. I just simply can't do it. Reading takes time. If that's something that you really want, then you have to make time for it. You have to dedicate some time to it. Honestly, comment below what was the last read that you were just completely engulfed by, because for me it was The Summer I Turned Pretty. My final thing would be like, if social media is getting in your way of reading or doing the things that you want, you have to cut yourself away from it in order to figure out a way to find your focus and attention back. I'm currently reading Harry Potter, and I never got to read it because it wasn't within my AR level, which is so annoying. I was always ESOL. Spanish was my first language, so I was never able to like tap into this, even though I could read it. I was capable of reading it. They just wouldn't let me have like a little bit of a sore spot for it. So it's really nice to finally be able to read it. I have barely dug into my tea. Guys, that is going to be all for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, for unwinding with me. I hope that some of these tips are practical or that you can bring into your life, and that you realize that you are capable of doing difficult things. You're capable of logging off. You're capable of waking up early. You're capable of just allowing yourself to relax. I know as somebody with like ADHD and just a very busy mind, I really have to be very structured and very disciplined when it comes to my off time, or else it almost just feels like I can literally just get sucked into the loop of scrolling, and then just like my whole day is wasted. I hope that you give this a try. Also, because I am waking up tomorrow at 4:30 a.m. and I've been doing this for like the past, I don't know, 2 weeks. It's been really great. It's been a new routine. Let me know down below if you want to see a video on how I accomplish that, why I'm doing that, and maybe how you can also start implementing some nice tips to just like calm your nervous system before the day starts, that are actually free and really simple and bring a lot of peace to your day. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe.